Most sales reps fail for one simple reason, and I'm going to share with you how to avoid it in this video right meow. So what is it? Why do I think most sales reps fail? Now, I could say a lot of things. I could say that they're not consistent, and that would be a very common reason. I could say that they don't continue to work on themselves, although I do think some people struggle with that. They don't have the patience to become the type of person that would have been successful in sales. That's what I believe. Patience. I believe the number one reason that most sales reps fail is because they lack patience. They're impatient on when am I going to get paid? When am I going to make a sale? When am I going to make this thing happen? They lack patience. Now, this is what's funny to me. They've heard all the stories of how someone as brilliant as Thomas Edison had 10,000 versions of the light bulb that didn't work. They've probably even heard the Dyson vacuum guy. I think he had 7,000 versions or 5,000, I forget. They may have heard about Harrison Ford, 27 years trying to be an actor before he landed a major role. Yet all those stories are out the window when it comes to them because they want to make a sale that first week. They want to make a sale that first month. And I'll tell you, there are things that actually help this discouragement, because if they're in a sales organization that is constantly talking about fast success, then that's very discouraging. If this person that's trying to make it happen isn't, yet they constantly hear about Joe who did 10,000 his first month, or Mary who hit the top rank her first 6 months, or Jane who, right? Then they're like, it actually compiles and compounds the discouragement that they feel that knocks them out of the game. I want you to understand that it takes time to become who you need to be successful. It takes time. I look at my career. Some people have seen my highlight reels. Inc. 5,000 company, $10 million funnel, $1 million funnel, $1 million funnel, $1 million funnel, generate over $30 million, 8 best-selling books. And so they see those highlight reels and they're like, oh, how come I don't have any of that stuff? What you may not know is 4 years of being full-time, not part-time, I lost everything. I was in foreclosure. I'd gone through a divorce. I was in foreclosure. I was $1 million in debt. Is that a success story? Is that awesome? I don't think so. Sucks. And it sucked. You know, the only thing worse than never making money is having made a lot of money, then not make money. Because I had made money during real estate and then all of that went away. Patience and the keep showing upness. Do you have that muscle to keep showing up? Because that is the number one reason people fail. I actually don't think salespeople fail. They either stick long enough to succeed or they quit. And if you quit, okay, I guess we can consider that fail. And some of you are so inspiring. My friend Lynn on here, she had 26 years of not making substantial money in her home business until she did. My friend Amy Murphy, 17 years before she hit it big. My friend Di Carter, 5 years. She was stuck at $500 a month for 5 years before she hit it big. Being impatient is the thing that knocks the most amount of sales reps out of the game. Now, keep working on yourself. That doesn't mean to keep doing the same exact thing all the time, regardless of results. You want to be constantly analyzing, okay, where in my sales process is the low-hanging fruit? Is it that my follow-up sucks? Is it that my approach sucks because no one responds to it? What does that look like? And so you want to constantly be working on yourself, constantly be trying to tweak and adjust and improve and up level and learn, while at the same time showing up regardless, showing up when no one's believing in you, showing up when you don't feel like it. That's what you have to keep doing. And that's the thing that creates success for people. You know, it varies. You'll see some people that make it their first year, other people, 20 years. Let me ask you this. Which one's more inspiring? You know, for most people, it's the person that took a long time. That's more inspiring. More people can relate with that. It brings more encouragement to more people. It brings more hope to more people. And so instead of you looking at your result and beating yourself up constantly, which, by the way, is not a good formula for the attractor factor, right? My friend Joe Vitale wrote a book called Attractor Factor. So you beating yourself up, you being down in the dumps, you being negative all the time is not good for your attractor factor. A great story around this is Mel Fisher. Now, Mel Fisher, if you've ever been to Key West, he's kind of like a hero in Key West. But Mel Fisher, he was searching for treasure. He's a treasure hunter, right? So he was searching on the ocean floor for treasure. And there's now a museum in Key West that details all of this. And by the way, you may say, well, he's not in sales. Oh, yeah, he was, because he's selling the people on the boat every day for 16 years. He said, today's the day. Can you imagine? It's by year 2, right? Year 2, you're like, "Oh, okay, Mel. Okay, right?" For 16 years, he said, today's the day. And for 15 years and however many days, he didn't find anything. Year 16, he finds $400 million worth of treasure. Oh, by the way, along the path, he had one of his sons died. I mean, maybe 2 of them. Maybe 2 of his kids died, but one of his kids died during this 16-year period. Like, he had every reason to quit, but he kept showing up. He kept selling himself. That's the number one sales job he was doing, selling himself. Today's the day. But he was also selling the crew. Today's the day. 16 years. Now, keep in mind, you may be showing up in a way that doesn't cost you a whole lot, okay? He had a cost every day. He had fuel. He had the crew he had to pay. He had meals, right? He had to pay, you could argue, a pretty substantial amount every day for 16 years. But the reason we know his name, the reason there's a museum in Key West called the Mel Fisher Museum, is because he kept going. Will you keep going? Or will impatience consume you? Will impatience knock you out of the game? Will impatience keep you from being someone that people remember? Remember that entrepreneur that quit? Neither does anyone else. So keep going. Have patience. Keep working on yourself. Keep trying to improve. I'm not saying to just keep showing up and doing the same thing over and over and over, but keep showing up while you're improving, while you're going. I don't know when, but you'll get there. You either succeed or you quit. Don't quit. Bye for now.